My name is Catherine Lavery and I'm the Chair of Yorkshire Ambulance Service NHS Trust. So happy International Women's Day for a set-off. I've got in front of me the Complete Handbook for Professional Ambulance Personnel, published around 1970. And within it there is a very small chapter which deals with women in the ambulance service, and it's called The Role of the Ambulance Woman. This year we've asked women across Yorkshire Ambulance Service to comment on what this chapter says. So I think as we get further into this video recording, I think what you'll find they say can be quite interesting, and I'm not surprised.
Oh my word. It's just crazy, isn't it? Oh my god.
So female ambulance attendants are employed by some authorities, but obviously the duties which they can perform normally have to be of a limited nature.
Not sure I agree with that. I can't believe I'm even reading this. I know it's from the 1970s, which is a long time ago in terms of ambulance work, but we have members of staff that are female across the whole organisation.
I've never experienced any female in the ambulance service who can't perform just as well, if not sometimes better, than men.
My goodness.
I've been in the ambulance service for 26 years and I've never worked at a limited nature in the ambulance service, and I've never been required to.
So in my working environment, we're expected to pass a fitness test annually, and the fitness test is the same for both male and female.
So their true value comes in the daily transportation of the more mobile outpatients using the sitting car type of vehicle, and in dealing with old people and children. Well, I certainly get my fair share of old people and children, but I'm not sure that that's where my skill set lies more than my male counterparts.
I'm going to start giggling, and I shouldn't. Old people and children. Yeah.
Well, obviously working on the air ambulance, we deal with a variety of age groups, and we don't necessarily use a sitting chair type of vehicle, we use a helicopter.
This again is not just as it was. We now have a variety of different vehicles that we transport patients on.
While women are very caring in nature, so men don't see a difference in that between them.
So I suppose it depends on what sort of person you are. And again, this has absolutely changed in the modern day ambulance service. We now have female clinicians who are paramedics on frontline ambulances. They don't just do outpatients.
We deal with emergencies alongside our male counterparts, and we deal with everybody. Everybody that needs an ambulance will get one, and it'll be a male or female crew. It doesn't really matter anymore. There's no restrictions.
I would not in any way decry the worth of female ambulance attendants, because they do most certainly ease the outpatient workload, allowing more double male crews to be available for emergency work.
This is so outdated in this current modern ambulance service.
Definitely not the case in 2018. I obviously find that bit of the statement quite condescending.
Well, based on what my actual job is, that's quite an interesting concept, because I'm here for emergency work.
Well, it's nice to know that in 1970 we had a role which was to make males' life a little bit easier. Possibly that does still stand to a certain extent, but certainly in the ambulance service, women as equal to men as ever. Probably more so now, I think, really. Loads of females coming to the profession as far as I'm aware.
Again, female paramedics, about a 50-50 split out on the road these days, so doing the work of any man.
We don't just do the outpatients anymore, we do all bits of work. We've got lots of females that work really hard on the front line, and they're seen as equals to the male these days. There isn't women jobs and men jobs anymore.
I've always worked equally alongside males in every aspect of the job, and I've never been treated any differently either.
The female ambulance attendant would be advised to undergo a period of training similar to that of her male counterpart.
Especially comprehensive first aid, kinetics, the handling of elderly and good roadcraft. But perhaps some special emphasis might be placed on those more sedentary aspects of the service, i.e. working in control, preparation of work, etc., in case relief should be required in that department.
Well, we do have female members of staff working in control in our support services, but we also have members of staff working in our emergency services on the front line, attending the incidents that we go to every single day.
I don't know why, even in 1970, they would make such a comment.
Women in the ambulance service, particularly Yorkshire, are on a par
with the male counterparts these days.
My experience of women in the ambulance service is they're so strong and can do anything that a man can do.
The role of the female has certainly progressed, which I'm really pleased to say.
Training similar to that to male counterpart. No, definitely equal now, and I don't think we stand for anything less, to be honest.
As we celebrate International Women's Day, can I assure you that women in Yorkshire Ambulance are equal and are playing a role right across the organisation, regardless of what people perceive their role to be. We know what women's role is within Yorkshire Ambulance Service, and it's absolutely everything.